This is the SANAT Kumara. I'm pleased about the increasing number of people, especially leaders of Earth, who are interested in my messages, although most of them are not pleasant. We have many things to deal with that are indeed rather nasty and painful, and most of you listening would rather like to avoid. Yet we need to clean up. We need to make room for what is to come, for Earth being a sustainable and pleasant place for all in the centuries to come, so that it can take up its role in God's plan. Our time span to get this fixed is rather limited. Today, I want to talk to you about the power of creating this new era of human civilization on planet Earth, and with planet Earth and all its kingdoms. And I want to split my message to every listener and leaders of large organizations, companies, financial institutions, and political powerhouses. What I will say first holds true for every human being on this planet. Many of you know already that it is your thoughts, your words, and your emotions that create reality. But still, you do not make it an utmost priority to become their master. You make more efforts in keeping your house, apartment, and car clean and tidy than your thoughts, words, and emotions. You also still react to, comment on, and judge what others do and how they behave rather than fixing yourself first. Make this a priority the same way I have asked you to cleanse your body with what you eat and drink. You must be able to receive higher guidance from higher frequency levels directly and act on it accordingly. Earth is a female planet, meant to receive from higher dimensions. And for that, you need to be able to receive freely and be able to react with suitable thoughts, words, feelings, and actions. I call on you to make this effort. Many of you have the ambition to be in touch with me or one or more of the master teachers directly. I welcome that desire as long as it is directed to service for the greater good of the planet with all its kingdoms and people, and not for your own benefit and sake. The master teachers and I are following your individual progress, and we will make us known to you if you are ready from our point of view, either directly or with hints by people we already guide for many years. We need many who are willing to accept how little they actually know today and are willing to learn. We need many of you incarnate in the dense physical for the shift of Earth and all its kingdoms are going through to pull up their sleeves and follow our guidance. Secondly, I want to address the leaders specifically once again. There are many of you who do not dare to walk this path of transforming yourself as much as necessary, in fear of being ridiculed or kicked out of organizations or companies by traditionalists. For those daring leaders, I'm willing to provide initial help and guidance directly. Why, you may ask? Because we need large organizations, companies, and political powerhouses to shift fast and accelerate the necessary expansion of consciousness by many, from being controlled by fear, greed, and power play to being open to their own higher guidance in accordance with God's plan for planet Earth. Let me give you just one obvious example: the World Economic Forum. Since decades, it hosts economical, financial, organizational, and political leaders rubbing shoulders amongst themselves, discussing issues affecting all, and setting direction beneficial for a few. Earth is in a disastrous state. Yet still the World Economic Forum is more concerned with itself, its reputation and future, rather than truly acting on the problems at hand, laid out by the scientists, spiritual leaders, and already 50 years ago by the Club of Rome in its report, The Limits of Growth. The World Economic Forum and all who follow its gospel like the Holy Grail have become accelerators of more and faster growth, financial self-serving, and male dominance of a reality they so fragmentary perceive. The World Economic Forum and most who attend annually are not only a major part of the problem. They can also become the potentially huge enabler to save planet Earth. For that, my dear leaders, you need to shift gear and direction. And I'm ready to help you to do so efficiently and effectively. But those of you who lead the World Economic Forum, as well as organizations, companies, and countries participating in its events, have to be open to hear what you don't want to hear, on an even larger scale than any other individual, and you have to be ready to give up your fearful, greedy, and egoistic thought patterns. Earth is a multidimensional living being, and a much more complex place that you can currently imagine just relying on your 5 senses, your intellect, and lately your artificial intelligence systems. Time to open up to my greater reality in multiple dimensions. Call on me. I'm ready to help. Please, dear listeners, spread this message far and wide. I will be back with a new one in 2 weeks from now. This is what I have to say to you today. I love you all, and I bless you all. This is the SANAT Kumara.